I honestly feel scared. I feel like Chamkila has ruined the experience of every other film that I'm ever going to do now. Because I've worked with the best director, the best co-star, the best music director, the best location. I've done a role that I don't think not only me, any actor can get, like to immortalize a person, a musician, a legend like Amarjot ji. To be able to sing myself, मतलब सब कुछ तो कर लिया. मुझे अब लगता है मैं अगली पिक्चर में क्या करूँगी. I really feel कि अब मेरी तो बैंड बज गई है. That what am I going to do next? You know, shooting Chamkila was like meditation. You know, it was full of music, yet it was the most calm, silent, disciplined, beautiful, harmonious set. You know, usually हम set पे होते ये कर रहे वो कर रहे लाइट नीचे कर रही ये कर रहे लाइट जा रहा है जल्दी करो. Like this is the sound you're used to on set. But here was the captain of the ship, who you can see is the most calm, meditative spirit. Same for Diljit and same for me. I meditate early in the morning. हम लोग सुबह 6-7 बजे set पे पहुंचते थे. 5-6 बजे तक shooting हो जाती थी. So you know, at the end of the day, you just feel fulfilled. You feel like आप किसी गुरुद्वारा में बैठ के आई हूँ मैं बड़े घंटे. You know, I used to feel like that. So it was beautiful. I think मैंने कुछ तो ज़िंदगी में सही किया होगा कि sir gave me a film. I've been wanting to work with Imtiaz sir for more than like 9 years. I remember like the day that I'd come into the movies, I had made a list of directors and sir's name was number 1. And I said like he'll never work with me, but I am putting him on the list obviously. And it happened, and then I got to sing in his film. It's just, I'm a fan of this experience, and I'm spoiled now for life.
Wow. Have to like live 7 lives to achieve this. So,
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਆ ਰਹੀ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ
ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਧਰਤੀ ਹਿਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਪੂਰੀ.
ਇਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ.
ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਫੇਲ ਕਰ ਗਈ ਹੈ. ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਸ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹੋ.
ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼, ਪਰ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਹਰੇਕ ਦਿਨ ਨਵੀਂ ਆਈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ.
ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਚਮਕੀਲੇ ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਨਵੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾਓਗੇ. ਹਾਂਜੀ.
लाइक चमकीला कितनी देर से हम सुन रहे हैं एज एन म्यूजिशियन. मुझे लगता है कि पंजाब में या पंजाब से बाहर भी जितने भी म्यूजिशियंस हैं वो अभी भी चमकीला को फॉलो करते हैं, अभी भी उसकी कॉम्पोजिशन को फॉलो करते हैं. वो लिरिक्स की चॉइस को आप साइड पे रखते हैं, लेकिन जैसे वो गाने कंपोज करता था वो एक साइंटिस्ट लेवल की बात है. वो आज तक लोग उसको एक लाइन पे गाना बन रहा है. वो कैसे बना गया, वो कैसे उसने वो डायमेंशन ओपन की, कैसे वो डाउनलोड की उसने वो कंपोजिशंस, तो वो तो हमें नहीं पता, लेकिन वो उसको आ रहा था और हम आज तक उसको फॉलो करते हैं. और जब हमें पता चला कि इम्तियाज सर फिल्म बना रहे हैं चमकीले पे, ये न्यूज तो बड़ी देर पहले आउट हो गई थी लेकिन बनी नहीं थी पिक्चर.
Yes, that is correct.
तो हमें लगा था कि यार ये शायद नहीं बना पाएंगे क्योंकि गाने तो पंजाबी में हैं, ये लोग कैसे, चमकीला तो हिंदी में बन नहीं सकता. लेकिन एक जो ये टेक इम्तियाज सर लेकर आए कि चमकीले ने स्टेज पे लोगों के लिए गाने गाए, लेकिन उसके अपनी स्टोरी क्या थी, उसके अपने क्या गाने हो सकते हैं, उसकी अपनी कहानी क्या हो सकती है, इस नजरिए से हमने नहीं सोचा था. और उसके बाद जब पता चला ए आर रहमान सर म्यूजिक कर रहे हैं फिल्म का, तो मतलब इससे बड़ी बात हमारे लिए नहीं हो सकती थी. नेटफ्लिक्स पे फिल्म आ रही है, इससे बड़ी बात हमारे लिए नहीं हो सकती थी. परिणीति जी ने इतना प्यारा गाया फिल्म में, जब आप फिल्म देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि इन्होंने कितनी मेहनत की है. अमरजोत को गाना चमकीले से भी टफ है क्योंकि उसके नोट और भी हाई थे, चमकीले से भी हाई थे. तो इन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है फिल्म में और हम सब बहुत खुश हैं कि ये नेटफ्लिक्स पे आ रही है फिल्म. और आई होप कि चमकीला अगर सुन रहा है तो वो भी अगर संतुष्ट हो कि हमने जो काम किया है अगर उसको भी अच्छा लगे तो फिर सारा कुछ ठीक है.
और बिल्कुल लगेगा. You know, I want to go back to the question जब इम्तियाज जी ने कहा था ना कि वो जो 1 घंटे की जो नरेशन दी थी, At what point did you think कि मैं ये फिल्म जरूर करूंगा? 1 घंटे के पहले कि जिस दिन इम्तियाज का फोन आया कि बाद में आपने कहा?
नहीं, मैं तो रेडी था।
अच्छा।
हाँ, मैं तो रेडी था क्योंकि ये इम्तियाज सर के साथ फिल्म करना मेरे हिस्से में नहीं आना था, ना ही मेरे ये सपने में था कभी। ये चमकीले की वजह से ही हुआ, इसका क्रेडिट भी चमकीले को जाता है। ये कहानी नहीं होती तो शायद मैं कभी भी इम्तियाज सर की फिल्म का हीरो नहीं होता।
No, but this is a start, right, Imtiaz? Yes.
So, ये चमकीले की वजह से हुआ।
आपकी वजह से भी हुआ। But I'm going to come to you, sir. You've also incorporated, apart from the music, you've also incorporated the fact that Diljit and Pari have sung live for you for the film Chamkila. Can you tell us a little more about that?
So I think she was driving, and I said, "Can you sing?" I didn't know, and she's so amazing on the FaceTime call.
Oh, that Zoom call.
Oh, you made her sing on a Zoom call?
No, so can I
Yes.
quickly present the context? तो क्या हुआ था कि मुझे याद है last year या 2 साल पहले, was it 2 years ago? हाँ. I was on my way to a party that we were all at, by the way. It was, I think, Karan's birthday party, and I was on the way, and suddenly sir called me, and उन्होंने कहा, "Where are you right now? Are you free?" So I said, "Yes, sir, I'm free right now." I thought like he'll just have a chat with me. तो उन्होंने कहा, नहीं दिलजीत, आप शायद यूएस में थे, तो सर हम लोग ना चारों अभी फटाफट जूम कॉल कर रहे हैं, कैन यू डू इट? तो मैं लिटरली किसी ट्रैफिक जैम में थी, मैंने अपने ड्राइवर को बोला कि फटाफट गाड़ी साइड में रोको और सब चुप हो जाओ, अभी कोई सांस भी नहीं लेगा। एंड आई रिमेम्बर कि वो जूम कॉल हुई, एंड इट वाज सर, डीडी, मी एंड इम्तियाज सर, एंड हम लोग उस जूम कॉल पे थे। एंड उस जूम कॉल पे जो मुझे लगा चलो हेलो हाय हो रही है, इंट्रोडक्शन, मैंने कहा चलो इतना भी सही है, हेलो हाय हो गया। रहमान सर कहते हैं कि आपको गाना आता है, तो अब मैं क्या बोलूं? तो मैंने कहा सर मतलब आई लाइक सिंगिंग। मैंने नहीं बोला आई कैन सिंग और नॉट, मैंने कहा सर आई लाइक सिंगिंग। मुझे लगा सेफ आंसर, राइट? ही सेड ओके सिंग एंड शो।
इंटेलिजेंस।
आई कुड नॉट बिलीव इट। मैंने कहा गई पिक्चर, गई, अब तो नहीं मिलेगी, क्योंकि ही वर्क्स विद द मोस्ट जीनियस सिंगर्स, आर्टिस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड। अब मैं गा रही हूँ और मैं बोल रही हूँ देखो मैं कितना अच्छा गाती हूँ, मेरे को जरा कास्ट कर लो, मतलब इट वॉज द, बट मैंने आई रिमेम्बर आई sang दमादम मस्त कलंदर या कुछ, मैंने कहा चलो पंजाबी जो भी मुझे आता है मैं गा
But
रही
at this point you were cast in the film.
Yeah, but clearly there was an audition still going on.
मतलब चल रहा है, वो प्रोसेस चल रहा है।
नहीं, I was doing the film for
अच्छा।
sure, but of course I was telling sir कि सर सभी गाने मैं गाऊंगी, मतलब अब तो मैं किसी को आने ही नहीं दूंगी पिक्चर में, मैं ही गाऊंगी बस। तो ऑफ कोर्स इन द फिल्म हमारे ओरिजिनल चमकीला और अमरजोत के जो ओरिजिनल गाने हैं हमने वो भी गाए हैं, एंड सर के जो ओरिजिनल गाने हैं वो भी हैं। तो दैट्स व्हाई ही ऑडिशनड मी। सो आई वाज जस्ट टेलिंग यू कि कैसे हुआ ये कॉल। सर प्लीज।
I'll remind you the question. It's a very good answer without a question, but otherwise the question, sir, was about the live locations and how you incorporated Diljit and Pariniti to sing.
So actually we had around 3-4 days of jamming at my studio to get the soundscape of the real live musicians. They all came in, and 3 days we just recorded just the feel of it, and then we got Diljit and then Pariniti both to record all those original. We didn't want to change anything. I didn't want to touch that stuff. So it was very puristic, and they've done an amazing job.
Why did you pick the story of Chamkila?
Well, for one thing, Neha, sometimes when you live in cities and in the world of social media, you have this feeling that you are disconnected from a large mass of your country and the world, which lives in villages, which does not consume the same products as you. Sometimes I used to feel that I am getting more and more distant from those people which we call the masses. And what is fascinating about Chamkila is that he was the entertainer of the masses. Those people that we often are unable to see actually. So that was very fascinating, that how was this man talking in the language that the masses understand. We all want to learn that language as communicators. But this man knew it. People were crazy about him. People used to fix their weddings as a as we were discussing, according to what date was available for him to perform. So I wanted to experience that kind of world and understand what is it that worked. Maybe I can import it in our own work. Firstly that. Secondly, this enigmatic life of a musician who is very popular, challenges the norms of the society, and at the peak of his youth gets killed, has a very violent end. This happens everywhere in the world, unfortunately. And this also is a very enigmatic character. So I also wanted to enter into that mind space and see what happens when Amarjot and Chamkila at 27, being so hugely popular, are also taking chances with their life and they ultimately have a violent end. I just wanted to get into that enigma.
I mean, there's so many more questions I want to ask you after this answer that you've given us, but I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come to you for a minute and ask you, what was it like? Like, what was it like in the Netflix boardroom? वहाँ पे क्या चल रहा था कि okay, this is it. We're going to say yes to Chamkila because of this reason. I would love to be a fly on the wall at that point and tell me how it went.
I mean, I think the reason that we were very happy that we were a part of the film is sitting right next to me. I mean, all of them. I don't think we've ever watched a film that's got the brilliance of Imtiaz Sir with the vibrance of Pariniti and the original. I think between Rahman Sir and Diljit, we pretty much got the entire country covered when it comes to their love for music. So I think just the expanse of this, the fact that I think this is the first time that there's been a biopic of a musician in our country. I think in the early 60s there was one, maybe Beju, before that in the 50s. And to think that we're a country where every film has wonderful songs and songs are a part of our storytelling, to be able to tell the story with them, we're just honored and we're just excited. And we are very humbly putting this out, not just to the entire country, but also to the whole world, because there couldn't have been a more riveting, locally anchored story like Chamkila, which celebrates his highs and also talks about the lows that I think very few people peek into in a film. So we're just excited, and I want to take this opportunity to say thank you, all of you, for giving us this film.
Well, I'm pretty sure they feel the same way because it takes a team. It really does. I mean, it's of course the four of them, and then there's you, and then there's everyone else who puts it together. Sir, I'm going to come to you. When I say sir, I mean you at all times. So I'm not calling Diljit or Imtiaz sir on this table at all. I'm nobody, sir. But sir, I'm going to come to you. 9 years after, it's been 9 years since the two of you worked together, you and Imtiaz.
Yeah.
And what is it about Imtiaz? Like, he calls you and you can't say no to him. No. So what does Imtiaz Ali say to you on that call?
I think certain directors, you lose the titles.
Sorry, say again?
You lose the titles like director, composer. You become like friends. You become like co-storytellers. I think Imtiaz is one of them. Of course, there's Mani Ratnam, Rakesh Mehra, and so many others. But Imtiaz is like, we don't deal with, give me a hit song. We never ask for all that stuff. I will just listen to the story and say, can we have this, can we have this, can we have this? And he has certain things. So sometimes I give him something which is completely not suitable. He still has it in his kitty. And sometimes he comes up with, Irshad comes with beautiful lyrics, and we start working on it. In this case, actually, the first question was, why me? Because Chamkila ji is already done the music, and it's about, so what does that take on it? Was our discussion. And that actually led us to all the songs we've done.
You've also mentioned a few times about interest, and you've also dabbled in different genres of Punjabi music, because even within Punjabi music there are different genres. So what is it about this sound that fascinated you the most?
I think songs, each period has a taboo, and in this one, the more early it goes, the more naughty the songs were. And even in Tamil, in the 40s and 50s had certain lyrics which we can't even use now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you tell Imtiaz, no, this is not working? And did you ever have a moment, Imtiaz? I mean, you're an ace filmmaker, and I would imagine that between the two of you, would you ever have a moment saying, this is working, this is not working, this is the melody that works? What do you say when both of you are negotiating which track actually comes forward?
The first time that Rahman sir had sounded a piece of music to me, I was overwhelmed and I said, I'm relieved. Because suppose I didn't like it, I would not say to A.R. Rahman that I don't like it. Because
Yeah, how do you tell somebody?
yeah.
How do you tell somebody who's A.R. Rahman?
I can find out from the face.
And I thank God that I like it because I'm safe. I'm on the safer side now, you know. And so I told him that. He said, no, but you have a job and I have a job. We must do it also. So I don't know. With Rahman sir, it's like always a discovery. It's not about whether it's working or not. It's more like I can't even imagine where he takes me, even in storytelling. Forget about music. So for us, it's more like a journey. It's not like, is this working or not?
For instance, the Rockstar, let's say Ursula, but given that tune to anybody else, they would say, oh, it's very complicated. That's what happens. He just patiently sat, he got the lyrics from Mishra, patiently sat with Mohit, recorded it. I said, I'm not going to come now. I came after 3 days and we listened to the song. That's what he had. And not only Indians, even Goras, you go abroad, that's the song they vibe a lot.
Well, that's how magic happens. I feel a large part of it is trust and having similarities. Now, speaking of the other part of the magic that is happening on stage right now, and from where I see it and where all of you have seen it, Imtiaz, apart from you, the 3 leads in the film, there's Pariniti, you have Diljit Dosanjh, and you have A.R. Rahman. I mean, look at you, you did well. So now tell me, how did it come about?
The first person I spoke to was A.R. Rahman.
Why am I not surprised?
We were thinking about who will act in it. The first name that came was Diljit Paji's. But at that time, somehow we were thinking it won't happen, he won't do it. I don't know what was going on. I even remember talking to Angad. Angad also said, why don't you talk to Diljit?
Yeah, I'm hoping that now Diljit recommends Angad for another film.
So after some time, I spoke to Diljit. And I thought, pata nahi whether it will happen or not. But when I spoke to him, I thought I'll have a 5-minute conversation. We'll say that we'll fix up a time and then I'll tell you the story, etc. It became Paji 1 hour, aisa lamba gaya. And then the way, what happens with actors is that when you're telling the story to an actor, if you are liking it yourself, then that's the actor you want in the film. The way he listened to the story, I liked the story and I started getting more interested in it. I feel very clearly that without Diljit and without Pariniti, this film could not have been made. And I hope when you watch it, you realize why I say so. Also with Pariniti, she was #1 choice. Thankfully, when I met her, she said, I've been waiting for 5 years to do a film where I can sing. I said, this is such a film. She says, I'm on. I said, wow. And then we started realizing, यार इसकी शक्ल भी मिलती है थोड़ी बहुत अमरजोत से. फिर मैंने बोला एक बहुत आसान काम है, अपना समोसे, मलाई, चाट ये सारा खाना शुरू कर दो. You have to gain some 10 kilo weight. And then, but this is not no girl would have done it. No guy would have done it. It's very tough for an actor to put on that much weight. So thank you very much to both of you.